two 4x4 posts that I had cut the other day. I moved them out so they overhung on my bench, and then I screwed them down in order for me to be able to overhang the motor so I can get the oil pan off. I had put some of the oil lines back on just to keep stuff from going in them, and now I'm just removing them again. Once I had the oil lines out of the way, I cracked all the nuts on the pan just so they're loose. So there's 13 bolts holding the pan on, and some of them are different sizes. So I numbered a bunch of bags, and number one was the oil return line bolt, the one that's closest to the oil return line. And then each bolt that was removed was put into a bag numbered, and then all the bags were put into a Ziploc bag. This just keeps the order of the pan bolts for when I put it back on. So I removed the oil pan after it was drained out, and now I'm removing the two bolts that hold the piston in place, or the connecting rod, and I'm going to replace the bearings. I used a metal pole that I had to push up on the piston rod and the piston to get it out. My cameraman kind of missed it a little bit there, but you get the picture. So if you take a look here, these two rings are free moving, and this one's not. And this is common with these. And one of the guys says that you should actually put a little bit of transmission oil into your exhaust port. You can see right here where it's jammed up. Oh, there, it's loose now. But that's common for these motors, supposedly, as the rings get stuck and then they don't work properly. So they say to put a little bit of transmission oil into your exhaust port with the valves open, and then it'll prevent that from happening. So that's as far as I could go with the piston and the rings, because I'm waiting for parts. So I decided to go and clean the fuel injector. Used a couple wrenches to take the fuel injector apart. All right, so this is all loose now. It's pretty dirty. I noticed that just take this off and show you. The needle is just stuck in there. So it's not moving at all. So I'm gonna have to somehow get that cleaned out. And then this piece here, I'm just gonna lightly tap. I got a hole in this that goes over top of the needle so it can't damage the needle. Oh, it's moving now. There we go. Pull that out. So this is pretty dirty. That needle is stuck in there. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get that cleaned out. Hopefully it's not damaged. I used a pair of pliers to pull the needle out. It was able to get it out. All this stuff's gonna go for a bath, probably in carb cleaner or maybe brake cleaner. Get it all cleaned up and then I'll put it back together. But I'm just gonna disassemble it just so you see how it comes apart. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Part 4 will be coming out shortly.